And on the line now we have Marie Cronnelly, another of our co-authors. And Marie's chapter is entitled My Other World. And Marie is a fabulous lady as she works with children, teaching mindfulness and meditation online and in physical classes. And we're going live to you now, Marie. Can you hear us?
Hi, Sharon. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you and see you. Welcome, Marie. How are you?
I'm great, Sharon. Thank you very much for having me on.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about your chapter, yourself and your work, Marie, as we have 3 minutes to hear all about you.
Sure. Okay. So what I do is I'm a mindfulness and meditation practitioner for children and teens. My journey began quite a few years ago when I studied psychology for counselling in NUI Galway, more for personal practice for myself. But there was two modules on the course that just really hooked me. That was art therapy and mindfulness. So my journey began with mindfulness into studying it further, and I went on to study and become a creative practitioner for children under the watchful eye of a fantastic lecturer, Louise Shanaher. I would have had a personal practice myself for about maybe 8 years before that, starting off with just very gentle meditations and just learning to sort of go inside and delve a little bit deeper into the mind. I guess my struggles came from having an over anxious mind as a young child. But in actual fact, as a child, I was able to self-regulate myself through breath work. Now, I'm talking about 1980s in rural Galway. For some way, I was able to just connect with my breath. And when I was there doing that as a young child, it was very empowering. I felt very calm, very connected. I was able to just self-regulate myself and just build, just build confidence. But unfortunately, it wasn't something that was ever spoken about at the time. Nobody knew what mindfulness. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was practicing. I just knew that I loved it, and something happened for me. It was really, really powerful as a child. But unfortunately, I lost my way with it because I never spoke about what it was. As I said, it wasn't introduced in schools or anything like that at that time. And life was different without it. My teenage years were a little bit difficult, and my 20s were quite difficult. I had suffered from panic attacks, and I had suffered from anxiety. It was difficult. It was a healing journey, but as the lady that said on before me, I'm glad that I had these difficulties and struggles, because otherwise I wouldn't be where I am today. So that is where my passion lies, is for teaching children, empowering children, helping children build resilience, because I believe that we all have this within ourselves. We all have genius within ourselves, and it's just something that I feel very strongly about, that this should be brought into schools. This should be taught. Children don't need to be unwell to practice mindfulness. It just helps them to cope with the everyday trials and tribulations that are out there. So yeah, I guess that's where I am. So I hope that answered your question.
It did, Marie. And again, just even in your chapter, what would you hope people would get from it?
Yeah, well, when you asked me to write this chapter, Sharon, I thought I will write it if I know that I can help somebody, even just one person. But for me, my message in all of this really is for people that have any struggles, is to reach out. Don't ever feel like you're alone. If it's okay, Sharon, I'd like to just read a small chapter from the book, and I think it kind of summarizes what it is, that this chapter has been for me. So is it okay if I do that?
Absolutely. Fire ahead, Marie. Thank you.
Okay. So as we advance through life, too many good souls among us can sometimes lose connection with the awe and wonder that we once knew. I deeply believe that you and me and everybody alive today has genius within us. Some of us are meant to be leaders in our field. Others are desired to heal or teach the young. All calls on our lives are equal, even though they might look different. No one person is above the other. To you and to me, do not neglect your brilliance. Show your creative side. Do not be afraid of it. I feel the main aim in our life is not to go deeper into the world, but to stop and reclaim all the innocence lost. Be childlike again. The path you will take, the path you will lead will take you home. For me, there was wobbles on the road, bends on the road, hedges to cross, bog drains to jump. Just put on your wellies, take a big deep breath, and take a giant leap, breathe, and go for it. Oh. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Marie. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, and appreciate you coming on and sharing with us all. You did brilliantly.
Thanks so much, Sharon. And I just would like to say I am giving away a 6-week class, an online class to one child. And I will be really looking forward to that. And also, I have a fantastic friend who has a beautiful shop in Athenry called justkids.ie. And we're giving out a voucher to a child for a beautiful outfit for her. So anybody that pre-orders, put your links in below and we'll have you entered into the draw for justkids.ie. Sharon, congratulations and thank you so much.
And congratulations.
I'm very honoured to be part of this.
Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon.